Hello traders, today is January 17th, Friday. We just had a new trade put on yesterday near the close on ED, which is Edison, kind of a utility company that we've had on. It's a very old company. Anyway, you can see that we put this on here today. And here's the main chart, the daily chart. You can see I keep all my annuals on here, the cycle counts and whatnot, counts from the solar eclipse, which you can see we have nothing really coming in except for on this high to high cycle, right, basically, which comes in on the 17th, which is today. So it'll be kind of interesting. Let's go down to my matrix chart, which is how I buy and sell, or how I go long or short or buy and puts or calls, right? So this was our stop right in here around 90.76. The current stop is now down here. We busted through this on this bottom. Again, if you follow my stuff, you know I like bear traps. This is a bear trap. It took this low out, but it matched this one. So it's kind of interesting. We had timing coming in here this period as well, 90 degrees over from the high, which you know I like as well. Again, that's all Gantt stuff. This is the moons. I base everything on the time, not just because it's cyclical and I can do it exactly. And it's a little different, right? I like that too. And I base the prices on the square of 9, just if you haven't followed my stuff. Here is the statistical part of the program. You can see we have annuals. Really not many annuals until we get into next week. We do have a 90 degree over next week as well. So that'll be interesting to see how this ED performs. This is the portfolio, and I'm going to do a little quick tutorial on putting on this actual trade on BarChart. So it'll be after this this presentation here. Here is anyway, you can see where we're at. These are all losses, right? We have no profits, of course, which makes sense. We just started in January 6th. So, and we just had to plug in whatever the trend was at, right? So these are new positions as of January, but on these. Now, and if it chops, you're going to lose. That's just how it is. Now, your loss is going to be much less with options. Here is the option page. Again, I'll go through this a little bit when I go through it, but you can see that's where that's at. Okay, I'm going to sign off here, and the next part will be about using BarChart. Thanks. Okay, let's go through BarChart, and I'll show you how I plug this into my portfolio in case you haven't worked with BarChart. Again, the symbol we're searching for is ED, which is Consolidated Edison. Now that brings up the Greeks and the chart and some other stuff. We're looking for the options. I'm going to blaze through this, so if you want to pause it or whatever, you can. Now the system had puts on. Now we're buying calls, right? Now again, we want to go out. It looks like they don't have an April, so I'm going to go with a shorter time frame, which is 60. Of course, it's at about 7:44 in the morning on this Friday, the 17th. So they're getting updated, ready for the new session here. So we'll just put in the ask, which is the highest one of the two, right? And we go over here. Once we have the date, right? We go to figure out what we want. Now again, I usually buy one strike in the money. 90 calls are actually in the money a couple bucks, so that's fine with me right there. So we add to that, go over there, click that to portfolio. My system is the matrix, and actually this trade was put on the 16th officially, and I'm going to put $5 in there. Quantity 1 is all we're doing. I'm going to put a $1 fee because that keeps track total of all my trades. I can look at it and see exactly how many trades I have put on the system since I started this on January 6th. I'm going to put, I think it got almost new highs. I don't know. I can always change it. Let's apply it. Now you can go up here, you can see it popped up, the matrix. This is my portfolio, right? So right now I want to close out the old position, which is this one. And we are exiting that on the 16th. And it looks like the last was 306. That's fine. So we took a loss, which is expected on these first trades of the system. You don't have to do anything there. We apply. Now that liquidated that trade. Now we have to go apply the new one, which is down below. So what now we got to do is edit. And that brings up this. And I'm going to slide the new trade we just put on up to this trade. And now I'm going to slide my old trade, which you don't have to do. I just do it because I like to be organized, down to the liquidation part of it so that I keep it the same when I'm looking at it. And then you got to click save. Okay, that's the portfolio. Thanks.